Hello everyone, I am Rizzo Gaming, and welcome back to Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. Okay, so last time that we left off, we were standing about here, right next to this main quest and this main quest. Turns out when you close out of the game and reload back in, it puts you back to the last tower that you were standing on, so we're a little bit far away from here, where I think the natural inclination of the game is once you finish a quest that's over in this direction, you would just hop right over here and do this quest, which is the one that involves us tracking down Golem. I think that's what we're still going to do. I was trying to think about what Mary, who's my girlfriend, would have wanted to do, and I think finishing a quest, seeing that Golem's around, and then moving over and doing this completely other quest would just be the worst thing ever, because there was this very obvious quest line that we hadn't finished off that she would want to see finished. Hold on one second while I adjust the system volumes. So I think we're going to go back here and finish this. As a side note, you'll notice a couple things. One, this is an open world game, and so it has all of the classic, hey, there's a side quest that you can do, and here's some artifacts that you can grab, and here's one of those filled-in writing things that you want to collect. I think what we're going to do is jump down into this area. We'll hit up all of these different special things that are on the map, these collectibles, and then we'll do this story mode thing to kind of wrap up the episode. I think we'll just run over to this mithril blade, and I think we can just right-click it right there and set a waypoint and jump over here, grab all these collectibles, and then move on to the story quest. I think grabbing every single collectible on the map might become a little bit exhausting if we try and do that for everything that we see in this open world, but we can go ahead and do this in the beginning, especially since we're trying to level up the character and get stronger and stuff like that. The other thought process is, if you look at the map, this seems like it's all the way up at the top of the map and it has a very smooth edge right there. I'm pretty sure this is the most northern end, whereas these might continue on to other areas once we unlock parts of the game. And so getting all of this stuff out of the way before we move on to something else seems like a nice thing to do. So we'll just head over and take out, let me open this up, the Mithril Blade, a flash of silver lightning carving his way through the Dark Lord's ranks. Each foe had his life stolen away before he knew it. And we're going to try and forge the legend of the dagger Akam. Akarn? Akam. R, N's, and M's are kind of difficult to differentiate, but the important part is we get 150 of those nifty little upgrade things, and that seems like a lot, so let's go for it. The game is also telling us that an herb that we need is nearby, and if we hit M, we can view the survival challenge. Okay, so there's a couple of bonus challenges that you can get. One is if we collect 2 Nifridil, we will unlock the survival challenge, and if we kill 3 spiders, we will unlock the hunting challenge. We haven't talked about herbs yet. That is basically if you find herbs that are on the screen, so such as, for example, if you look on the minimap, you'll see a green thing in that direction and a green thing over in this direction. You can get unlocks, and those, when you collect the herbs, they restore a significant amount of your health, or all of your health. So if we come over here, here's the herb that we found. We can collect it, and this is earth bread, so it's not the one that we wanted. I wonder, yeah, this little white cross is the symbol for the Nifridel. So we'll keep an eye out on the minimap and see if we can find any of that. We also have this guy. Oh, this is Hoshu. This is the guy that survived last time. Well, I guess we can just take him out. And when there's only one of him, and he doesn't have any of his buddies near him, it tends to be pretty easy. We can look at our battle report. And Hoshu has died, leaving a vacancy in the Dark Lord's army.
He's helped me rescue my brother. He's
We
far
gain
too
power.
stubborn to work for these Uruk.
And he left a rune. There's a 6% chance to recover an elf shot when we take a shot. I like our current rune better than that one, but that's fine. Mithril Blade. We've already read the synopsis, so let's just go ahead and get started with that. Alright, it's wanting us to kill 10 slavers in 3 minutes, and it's telling us that we can hold the spacebar and we'll run a little bit faster. Stealth kill, specifically. So let's do that.
I am in your debt.
We'll take off this one before we run up to this guy. His buddy dies right next to him, and he just is entirely unaware.
Many thanks, Ranger.
We unlocked the stealth upgrade that lets us jump down on top of people, so that may or may not become useful. We also have a bonus objective to avoid detection. I don't think that's going to be very difficult.
Stop fighting, Ranger.
There's someone up there who's looking directly where we are, so we will just avoid him. Take out this one and then the guy that's over there. Easy peasy. This guy. Whoop, a little bit of lag right there. I just started up the system, so we might get some lag at the beginning. That guy's facing the wrong way, so that is a prime target.
Just my imagination, I suppose. We'll have to find a fight somewhere else then.
Boom. And only half the time with the bonus objective. We are so good at doing these early level unlocks. It looks like there's someone there. I wonder if you get a kill combination where you get like excess unlocks. But anyway, checking the map real quick, it looks like we're up here. We'll grab this one, curve around the edge, grab this right before we get that mission unlock. And keeping an eye on the minimap, it looks like we still are not close to. There's a nearby artifact that you have to go into Wraith mode to see. Looks like we still don't have any of those herbs that we want. Let's kill these guys out before we start collecting all these artifacts. Nice. Alright, whenever you pick up an artifact, you get teleported to this area right here. These iron shackles. It tells us that we can find a memory point by looking around here at these different artifacts, and then when we see it, you punch the X button.
Alright, worms. Welcome to the Black Gate. You'll be building our watchtowers for us. Hard work will be rewarded.
Sir, do you mean hard work will be rewarded with a shorter sentence?
The traitors, the lot of them, murderers and thieves. When I say rewarded, I mean I won't throw you to the catacombs.
Hard life in Middle-earth Mordor. I think that when you find these things, the only thing it really does is kind of give you a little bit of flavor text.
These men are not soldiers. They are not ready to die.
All things that live must die. Man alone faces the mystery of what is beyond death.
Gives you a little bit of flavor text.
I'll smell something.
Oh, I just hit the X button. Apparently there's a captain that's really close nearby. Anyway, for the artifacts, they give you those little bits of flavor text. I'm not sure that they do anything else. So I think we might just be foregoing a lot of those and not really going and searching through the searching for those hidden parts and listening to that. I'll look up online when I'm not playing the game if it has any significant effect on the gameplay, but if not, then I think we'll skip over that because there's enough cinematics in this game where it would go on for a very long time, I think, if you watched all of those. So we're going around the edge to get here and here and then kind of circle back, and maybe we'll take out the shaman. Or maybe we won't. Alright, we hide in here. It should be around this area. Take this guy out. Just so that we can try and find this thing in peace. So it looks like it might be up here. It looks like it is immediately below us. Or immediately above us. Ah, nope. False alarm. Wraith form, it's surprisingly easy to see certain things and surprisingly difficult to see other things. Oh. Well, at least this is over here. Lockpick. Again, I think we'll skip that cutscene.
The last place we want to be is the one place we are doomed to stay. And the outcasts fled into it to escape Gondor.
And it is here that the Dark Lord will gather his armies like pieces on a game board. Unless we stop him.
A lot of enemies. So it's not up here. Ooh. It's nice that he drew his sword. And that guy's right there. Using that ability makes it easy to take these guys out without someone raising the alarm.
Finally, I'm free.
I think. Aha! Got it. So you can go underneath the building.
Here, Galar Mordor.
We have unlocked Edweno a Gwath, and it did not sound anything like what he just said, but that's Elvish for you, I guess. Alright. Oh, and there's some intel that's nearby that's right there. Let's grab the intel before we swing on over there, and we'll see what that does. Okay, if I remember, yeah, the intel just shows itself. Up there. Some bad guys there. I think the intel's somewhere up there. Again, the generous stealth system. Intel reveals a captain's weakness. Pick it up with left control. I have thoughts about how we will spend this intel if we can find it. Alright, you can climb buildings, but you cannot climb rocks. So this guy has some intel on him. We can use the intel to learn something about the shaman. This is the guy we let kill us. Ogbur the Eye Gouger. I think we're going to use the intel on him. And so what it does is it shows us a bunch of things concerning his weakness and his strength. So he's invulnerable to stealth. We can't stealth him. And he has rapid attacks. He has a really aggressive melee attack, and then he can't be countered with some of his heavy attacks. And, you know, just like it's hard to hit him with a stealth attack, it's also hard to, like, be able to hide from him. But he can be damaged by ranged attacks and combat finishers, which is kind of what we spec'd into. So we should be able to take him out pretty easily, but we know not to try and sneak up on him now that we kind of have that additional intel. And this is one of the herbs that we wanted, Nephrodil. Alright, now that we did all that, let's just run straight over.
Sick of slaving away for no reward. I'm a fighter, not a farmer.
Straight over to this unlock. There's a guy over there. He ran away fast enough.
I like the sound. Grab that slave! This is the end.
I wonder if I can combo any of them. And this guy's the only one left over, so we just do our E combo. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, whoops. So I do this thing where I let go of both mouse keys instead of letting go of the fire button, and then I come out of the arrow mode instead of shooting the arrow. But looks like that worked pretty well in taking all those guys out. And I'm actually out of arrows, which is a bit of a bummer. A way that I think I'm going to cheese the system is I'm going to upgrade my attributes. And you have a couple options when you're upgrading the attributes for arrows. You can increase the amount of slow-mo that you get, or you can increase the amount of arrows that you can hold. This is nice because you have to worry less about reloading your arrows, which can be a pain, but then you also, within a given combat, have more elf arrows. I think if I upgrade this... Oh no, it just gave me the 2 from the upgrade, not actually replenishing all of them. I think what I'm gonna do is take out this orc over here. Oh, that didn't work. And drain him. Oh, that didn't work at all. Alright, I should be able to drain this guy now. And now that we have all of our arrows back, and most of our health, I think we can just go ahead and do this. So, an interested party. You have attracted the attention of a mysterious creature. Track him down and discover what he knows of you. Accept.
What sort of rodent hides in the shadows?
You feel he has answers?
For both of us.
We should find him then.
It shouldn't be too difficult.
Follow the tracks,
These
and
tracks are not quite human. Not quite beast.
Even more reason to investigate.
so you can go Witcher 3 mode and be able to see where the Golem has been recently. Run up on these guys and get off a stealth kill. Ooh, that's brutal.
Not even outcasts deserve this fate.
The chain of man seems to always end in shackles.
Be wary. This creature leads us to peril.
Game of slaves finally escaped. That was my
Oh, there's a group of those guys there.
would have been met with blood.
There is an upgrade that you can get, and we have 2 ability points unlocked. So one of them causes countered people to be knocked down and stunned. One of them causes you to shoot fire, and it explodes and kills pretty much everyone around it. I don't know if this is a great ability, because if people don't notice you, you're already at an advantage. But it's a lot of fun, so we're going to take it specifically because we're in this situation right here. And we get a combo of +6. And I think it was worth spending the ability point just to do that one time.
More of me than I know of myself.
How could a rodent possibly know of a wraith?
It is somehow connected to me. I feel it.
This guy's up here. He kept going up here. Very happy with the choice to kind of take that upgrade. It looks like these guys are more slaves to free. So I think we'll just jump in here and kill them. I was spamming the Wraith mode button instead of the finisher button, in case you're wondering why it was going all black and white instead of doing a combo kill. And apparently those were all of the slaves that we needed to free. So now we don't need to worry about the combat anymore. Those guys are going exactly where we needed to go, but if we kill them all from the back, nobody else will notice. So.
Must be that sneaky rat again. Looks like an ill-fed frog.
And then this guy we can go ahead and interrogate. And get some intel. Let's get some intel on one of these guys. Ugu the Oathbreaker. Probably makes a lot of sense that if you come across a lone orc, you should just interrogate him, because it's a lot easier to do it when he's by himself than when there's a bunch of them.
The run's tracks lead us right into that category cave.
So it wants us to go into this cave. I've done this before, so I know what to expect when I go in the cave. But if you've played any Lord of the Rings sort of video game, you know that if you're ever following Golem and he leads you into a cave, you're probably going to fight some giant spiders next. I have a very specific memory.
It's on the run.
Oh, a spider. I think we want to kill these things. Yeah. Kill an Ungol. Hit enter to see Ungols. These are terrifyingly oversized spiders, the evil, intelligent children of the Spider Queen Shelob. While they've taken non-Ungol, I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly, as their primary home, they've since spread across Mordor, taking residence in its caves and other dark places, and are actively reporting back to their queen. Their nests and lairs are littered with the crushed bones of their prey. They are not afraid to make victims of the encroaching Uruks. The recent stirrings in Mordor have emboldened the Ungol and piqued the curiosity of the Spider Queen, but to what end remains a mystery. Like I was saying, following Gollum into a cave is a terrifying prospect for me. I have a very specific memory of me playing the Return of the King game, and you play as Sam and you have to fight against Shelob as a boss fight. And I remember finally beating Shelob and being so ecstatic that I stood up and yelled at the TV screen, and my brother and I think maybe some of my sisters, but I know my brother was there watching me, looking at me as if maybe I was crazy. And the reality of the fact was that I was just so glad to not have to play the spider level again, because the entire thing just creeped me out. So walking into this cave the second time was not a prospect I was super excited about. There's another spider dude. There's another dead spider dude. Let's see if we can find one more. Nope. Yep. Hunting challenge completed. What do we get? We get a new challenge to kill 5 flying creatures. Hopefully not also spiders. And we get some unlocks. Wants us to go right here and pick this up.
What manner of spell is this?
A loss, Talia.
You remember?
A few broken images, yes. Now I wish that I didn't.
Your family was...
Perhaps that pain is what connects us.
That's it. What do you want?
Caragors!
Quick! It is escaping!
Arrows.
They must have tracked the Caragors here.
New enemies, hunters. They need to be dealt with quickly. You have to press the spacebar in order to not get hit with their spears. These guys are super annoying, so taking them out. Think. Think that the rangers or the guys with the spears have less health than everyone else, so they're a little bit easier to kill. That being said, having somebody hit you with range attacks is pretty annoying.
The creature lurks around here somewhere.
You will remember Precious. We will make him. Please. We must have him back. We must have him. Quiet. Quiet, Precious.
Think you could sneak up on me so easily, eh?
Mordor hurts us.
What does he know of it?
Bright Master. Yes, we
not trust him.
But we need him. Do you not wish to know who I am?
Alright, so all the unlocks. And a beast we are hunting is nearby. I think we know enough about Golem in order to not have to read his biography. Can't imagine anybody playing a game, a Lord of the Rings game, and not knowing who Golem is. And it also has a challenge to kill 5 flying creatures. It said that they were nearby, but... Oh, this is difficult. Close. Close, but no cigar. Have very little ability to slow down time.
You know, I almost got set on fire the other day.
Alright, I'm getting distracted. Let's see where we can go next. Makut the Blood Hunter is up there. And it looks like we don't have any other main unlocks. And we've got some intel that's close by as well. So we might just be heading there, but we'll hit a bunch of other places, such as that tower, before we get there. I actually think that this is the end of 30 minutes, so I'm gonna end the recording here, and we'll start back up, and we might end up going straight to Maku since we're close by to him. But we'll see. That'll be a problem for next time.